Hello everyone and welcome to Craftmas. What we're going to do today is, this is a little bit before Craftmas has started. It is the day after Thanksgiving. So November was quite a month for us and we were sick. We got a stomach bug. It was just kind of a nightmare. November was. Finally this week, the week of Thanksgiving, thank goodness we have all been better. And it's the day after Thanksgiving and I'm just getting into my office. Now there's a whole bunch of stuff happening. There's a whole bunch of some different organizational projects that I've done. I've got a little wreath to fix so I can hang it up, a paper one. I have some shipping that needs to be done and some things that need to be put away. And so I thought I would bring you along. This will probably be within the first week of Craftmas. And so hopefully you already know all about Craftmas and what's taking place. But the other thing that I want to do today, before Christmas starts, before the holiday season starts, is this is all my pretty packaging. And I condensed it last year to 3 bins and I stuck it over here. It used to be 4 bins and it used to be down here. But I condensed it to 3. And when I did that, I just shoved it in here. So I definitely know that I am going to need some different things for packaging, you know, purposes and gift giving. So what I want to do is go through all of that and organize it and maybe even condense it even more. So that is what we're going to do today. That way I have a really good idea of the things that I can use for Christmas. The other thing that I'm going to do is just get my office cleaned up. And on Monday, so this is Friday after Thanksgiving, this upcoming Monday, I'm back to my regular content and I want my office to be nice and clean and organized so that I can work in here like normal again. So I thought I would bring you along. We'll do that and I'll post this for one of my Craftmas videos, particularly because you're probably going to be seeing some of the pretty packaging in different videos. So I want to be prepared for that. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll probably stick you up on my big camera and we'll sort through all of this and I'll figure out what I'm going to do with it and then we'll go from there. All right, let me start by just showing you these containers. So there's 3 of them. I have to pull these out and put them up on the table, but all 3 of them are pretty full. So let's take these out, put them up here. I have cleaned up my office. So I just spent a little bit of time cleaning things up. I got some videos edited and posted to just get ready for the new month. So I'm going to put everything up here and then let's see what I have and maybe try to condense this stuff.
So the first thing I did is I just took everything out of these containers. And the other thing, actually, after I organized all of this, I ended up finding in the bin right next to these on the shelf, I found like 4 packages of boxes that I purchased on the clearance rack. So this is the thing that I love buying on the clearance rack. There are a few things that I love buying when Stampin' Up! Does a clearance rack refresh. That is pretty packaging, anything pretty packaging, ribbon and paper. And it is because those things are so inexpensive. Like you can get a pack of patterned paper for $3 to $4. You can get the pretty packaging, really cheap as well, or the ribbon for $2 a roll. So I ended up finding another whole set of stuff that I had in another bin. So the first thing I did was just take everything out, and you're going to see me do that. And then this is really fitting because today, Stampin' Up! On December 5th, Stampin' Up! Added items to the clearance rack, and I stayed up last night to place my pre-order. So I was up last night at midnight when everything refreshed, and I just very quickly went in and just looked at what was on the clearance rack. Sometimes they say that it's a clearance rack refresh and it's like 4 items and you're like, that really wasn't that exciting. But this clearance rack refresh is really, really good. So it tends to sell out really fast. So you're going to want to check that out. When I was on there last night, there was a lot of paper. There was some pretty packaging items. There was some Christmas items from last year, which is really nice if you missed anything from last year. And our Christmas catalog last year was way better than it is this year, for sure, I think. So you're going to want to check out the clearance rack and just see if there's anything. You can get some really amazing deals. And then, so just check that out. And then there was also a couple other things added. Some new kits were added to the online exclusives and that kind of thing. I'm sure I'll talk about it at a later time. But this is where I normally get a lot of my pretty packaging, is on that clearance rack. And you can see those boxes right there that I just took out, the polka dot ones. Those are the ones that I recently purchased like 5 packages of, and I shoved them somewhere else because there was no room in my pretty packaging containers, and I found them after I organized everything. So unfortunately, what's going to happen is in the next clip you're going to see, I was very overwhelmed when I took everything out of the container, and like right there I was trying to zoom out, but I'm already zoomed out as far as I can go. So after I got everything out of the containers, I got them out of 2 of the containers, and I was very overwhelmed, and you're going to see that in the clip where I show everything stacked on my desk. It did take me about 2 hours. I ended up, or not 2 hours, I'm sorry. It took me probably not even 2 hours, a little bit under 2 hours. I organized everything where there's a bin for bags, like treat bags, and then there's a bin for boxes, and then the third bin, I'll show you what I ended up doing with that. So it didn't take me as long as it felt like it was going to take me, but it was definitely overwhelming in the beginning, and you will see that. And then the other thing is that I started forgetting to film. Like when I started organizing it in the actual bin, because there was so much on my tabletop, I started forgetting to film. And so it goes from like totally overwhelming, I don't know what to do, to like things are organized and I start walking you through how I organized them. So I'm sorry that I missed some clips in between, but I am excited that this is organized, and it has been much easier. We're 5 days into December. I've already needed treat item container thingies, and I have been able to get into those bins a lot easier. So it was worth doing. I always say it's worth organizing your stuff so you can use your stuff. When it's not organized, it's a lot harder to use. So that is what I spent a little bit of time doing, and I really love the results.
All right, this is only 2 of the containers. I think that most of the stuff in this one is like coffee cups and like this kind of stuff. I think this from those 2 containers are bags and boxes. So I really would like to have one container be all boxes and one container be all bags. And now at this point, I don't know if I can condense any of this. Like, I mean, I think like there's like certain things, I don't know. I'm so overwhelmed. But the problem is, if I don't organize this and figure out what I have, this is why I don't use it. And every holiday season comes up, I end up buying more like boxes for cookies or treats because I don't know what I have. And in the moment of like things being crazy and it being the holiday season and you need a quick thing, getting into these containers and digging through them is the thing I don't want to do. So let's just try to at least organize bags and boxes and see if I can go from there. Okay, I'm a little less overwhelmed than I was. I have clear bags and then these are boxes. So the main thing that I'm doing is condensing everything. So I noticed that like I had several packages of these, so I put them all together, that kind of thing. Same thing with like these clear bags that I got off of STAMPIN.com, the clearance rack. I had a bunch of these. I put them all in one container. And that's the thing that, the reason I have so much of this is because I will often grab things off the clearance rack. and then I end up having a ton of it. So this is boxes like this right here. Like I have so many of these. And I think I got them off the clearance rack. So I am condensing everything. I've already cleared out a bunch of packaging, and I think I'm less overwhelmed. So like right now I'm going to start working on these small boxes. These are like past paper pumpkin kits that had like treat bags or boxes. So I'm going to break these down and put these back in here. And then, like I just condensed these. These were some 3x6 bags, and I put them all in one container. So that's how I'm approaching this, and I think it's going pretty good. I really don't think I'm going to be able to condense it down past 3, because then all of this is like going to be these cups or coffee cups or tins, those kinds of things. And I think that's still going to work. So I think I'll end up having 3, but at least I'll be able to see what's in here and grab easier, I think, is the main goal. Okay, so here's where we're at. Here's all bags. I have room in this one. This one, I don't have a lot of room. I mean, I have a lot of room up top. I might just set these on top like this. I have these, and they're certainly not gonna fit. And there's like 3 different sizes here. There's these, and then there's some tan ones, and then those are pizza boxes. They're not gonna fit in here. So next I'm gonna clear out this. Whoa, I almost dropped you. I'm gonna clear this out. I have these cups. These are pizza boxes I'll put over with those other pizza boxes. I have these, and then these, and then this. I also have these, which are coffee cup holders, the mini coffee cups. And then I also have the template to cover the mini coffee cups. Now, I think I'm going to get rid of some of these because I don't think I even have that many coffee cups. So let's see what is in this container and then see what I need to do. It's clear I'm not condensing these to 2. Well, I think this is as good as it's going to get. It is not exactly what I wanted or envisioned when I thought about this, but at least it's all organized and I can more easily use it. So this is bags, and I do have a little bit of room here. Like I put the straws in here. They were in this container, and I guess they could still technically go in here, but they fit in here fine. So there's bags in here, which are clear bags, straws, paper bags, like mini lunch bags, Easter, Valentine's Day, clear, like all different sizes. That's perfect. And here I have the coffee cups. I have these like mini, like they're like ice cream cups. I have the tops to the coffee cups, and then these are the tops to the mini ice cream containers. And then also there is the tops to these clear cups, and then I have these, and then tins, and then these are the tops of coffee cups. And I just have like these cloth bags in the top of the container here. I could put these here, which I think is what I'll do. And then in here are boxes of all different shapes. And then the 2 things that I have, or a couple things I have left out, are these. These can sit on top. So I think I'll try to get those maybe. I think there might be room like right here. And then this will sit on top. And then I'll just put those back. So I am getting rid of some of the coffee container carriers because I don't have that many coffee cups. I'm also getting rid of some of the tops of the ice cream type cups because I just don't feel like it's really necessary. I don't feel like I need it. So there is some stuff that's mostly just, well, it is all just packaging that I took things out of and condensed. This is really the only items that I'm getting rid of that are probably, I don't know, wasteful. But I will just put this stuff back and then it will all go right back there. And at least now for the holiday season, when I need something, I'll be able to grab things easier. So that will be nice. All right, let's wrap today's project up. So here's bags. This is probably what I reach for the most when needing a little something, you know, to do a treat with. Then down here are boxes, and this is really, really full. And then the bottom one is all like the cups and the different like odd things. These right here, I think, I don't know if I can do it while I'm holding a camera. Yeah, I can. They will fit right there. So that will be perfect. The other thing is over here is where I keep the ones that I've done for different projects, paper parties and different things. So I have quite a few in here. I have 2 containers, maybe 3 containers that have already done items. So I do try to grab from that as well. So that's really nice. And now I feel like for Christmas, if I need something, I can grab it. So there we go. So I hope you had a good time hanging out with me today, and I'll be back tomorrow with another Craftmas video. Have a great day, everyone.